commerce. He's also a member of other organizations in Nigeria and abroad. So today we are going to be talking about exports of services abroad. We've been talking about exporting product from Nigeria to the US and to different countries. Last week we talked about exporting product from Nigeria to US. We're specific. Today we're going to be looking at exporting product, exporting services. So if not just product now, service. You could export your service, export yourself abroad. So we're going to be looking at that today. But before we go into the discussion, let's look at 2023. The plans, the goals, the projection. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to set out money for 2023 to ensure that by December 2023, God keeping us alive, it will be on another level. We'll have Mr. Business very well. So before we go into our discussion, of exporting services, people, goods, and commodities.
Yes.
Let's talk about 2023.
Yeah.
Projections.
Yes, projection. Good. Thank you very much. My name remains Godwin Oyefeso, and I want to just encourage us that, you see, we need to actually plan. Napoleon Hill said, and I quote, he said, plan your work and walk your plan. Plan your work and plan your, don't just rush into the new year. Mary, do you know, I tell somebody, I say, nothing is new in the new year. Nothing is new in the new year. What new year, nothing is new.
New resolution.
New resolution.
New me.
It is what you change in the new year that makes the year new. Okay, and we need to really understand this, that, praying without planning is playing without knowing. A lot of people will go rush down to the church. Pray. Prayer is good. I'm not saying prayer is not good. But let me let you know that praying without planning is playing without knowing. Then I need to also let our people know this, that if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So the very important thing you need to do is that in a few days before the end of the year, sit down and look at what you need to do. Is you don't just rush into the new year. Okay, New Year is going to be good. It's going to be great. It's not by mouth. Okay, you need to actually put some things in place. Now, let me tell you this, that it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. Okay, sit down and think. We love you so much. You are listening to this program every Tuesday. Somebody call me, Mary, say, sir, whenever you start, when I'm on the road, I park and I listen for the next 10 minutes or 20 minutes before I start moving, because I know there are going to be vital information. So but you need to actually sit down and think. Stop running around without a direction. You do a lot of running around in 2002 that's about to go, 2022 that's about to go. Stop that. Okay, you need to have a direction. What are your focus? You need to have a focus. Don't waste your days. 2023 is going to be great. It's going to be good. Every day in that particular year is going to be splendid. But let me tell you this, don't waste your day. Stop wishing. A lot of people wish. Mary, do you know some people are still saying, that seminar, this and that, and we've talked about the seminar on and on. A lot of people came. I was surprised when people came from Ghana. Somebody came from Togo. You need to stop doing what? Stop wishing. And you need to stay disciplined. You can't wish your desire into reality. You cannot wish your desire into reality. You must sit down and work it out. Yes, I can tell you are. Don't say I'm not educated. Leave that. Okay? Information is the key. Okay? So don't do an appraisal of your life. With just only a few days to the end of the year, today is 27, do an appraisal of your life. The past month, what have you done on each month? I make a projection some years back and say that every month I must attend one training program. Believe me sincerely, by the end of the year, my life was full of information. In fact, I keep on telling people that, look here, I don't have money, but information provide money for me. Because I don't sit down and said, where's my brother? Where's my sister? Nigeria is not good. I don't talk about that. I keep on accumulating knowledge. Okay, so what you need to do is that, look at your past month, find what is working. A lot of things are working in Nigeria, Mary. Yeah. I'm telling the truth. Despite the fast situation of these countries, people are building houses, people are buying new cars. Okay, so find what is working. export is working, go into it. Don't say somebody said, this one said. Forget about those who said. Do it, learn it, and you see what is going to happen, and also enhance it. Also, what is not working, see what is not working, change your strategy. As we go into the year 2023, you need to change your strategy. Stop procrastinating. I will. When is the next time? When is the next one you are going to do? What about the one? My brother didn't give me money. If I have that money, things will have changed. Stop that. Stop procrastinating. Whenever you see opportunity, grab it immediately. Don't dilly-dallying. Okay, stop procrastinating, focus, re-strategize. If there are some things you have done the last year, it's not working, please do another thing. Add something to make things work. Okay, you've got the faith. It is until you make it, you have greatness in you. It's only when you make it, you try it, that you have greatness in you. This is your time. God will bless you and surprise you in the year 2023. But it's not going to be just by doing nothing. The distance between your dream and reality is called action. Take action. Listen, being challenged in life is inevitable. Being defeated is optional. Okay? And the choice is yours. And I want to believe that how have you fared in the last in this year 2022? You are a major factor to the enhancement of your destiny. Nobody will do anything for you. My brother, my sister, my church member, my mosque member, my place of work people, nobody's going to do anything for you. Don't stop deceiving yourself. You are a major key factor to the enhancement of your destiny. Note, change your appraiser, change your approach, and your reproach will change. Listen, and I said it. Change your approach. There's a way you have approached some things this year, change it. Then your reproach will definitely change. Remember, whatever doesn't challenge you cannot change you. Whatever cannot challenge you. If you are saying some business are difficult, who tells you it's going to be easy? If it was easy, everybody will be picking money on the floor. Nothing is good. You know, some people said Kosereni in Moscow. They don't play in Moscow. They walk.
Nothing is free.
Nothing is in Freetown. Thank you, my sister. You see, so you need to really understand the factor that you are a great factor. Insanity is defined as doing things the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You cannot be skipping training program. You cannot be skipping getting books. You cannot be listening to people. People are devoting their time. We love it. But you need to act on what you are telling you over and over and think you can get results. No, you must act on it. Make this year your best year ever. You need to wake up. Again, I say, plan purposefully, pursue persistently, always plan ahead with purpose, and frame your life with faith. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. Whosoever that come to him must know that he is as the reward of them that diligently seek him. Have faith that as I'm doing this, I'm going to make it. No matter whatever other people have done, they have failed. When it comes to my account, I will succeed. You must have that particular faith this year. Your excuse will get you 0%. Closer to your goal. Stop making excuse. Start thinking daily positive and towards your goal, towards your dream. Okay. Don't allow setback to discourage you. I'm going to round up now. For your setback are only a setup for you to come back. I repeat. Amen. Your setback. You might have had a lot of setback this year.
Amen.
I mean, I don't know, you are becoming a prophetess in the house. Okay, so now your setback is only a setup for you to come back. No one is saying it's going to be easy, but it's going to worth it. Listen, it is impossible to win the race unless you venture to run. You cannot win the race unless you venture to run. Your dream can come true. Visualize, plan, believe, and act. And until you act, God will not react. And I want to tell you that once you act on what you are going to tell you, God is going to react to your situation, and things will be better. It's a pleasure.
Now, great inspirational and motivational talks. We need this morning to ginger you, to get you ready for our discussion this morning. Exporting yourself, if you have a service, and exporting products out of Nigeria abroad. Now, let's talk about exporting services.
Services, good.
Yes, and individuals. I want to export.
Now, when you talk about export, you can export products. And last week we talked about various type of products you can export. You can export food items. I need to reiterate it because some people say, oh, it's product I want to export. So keep on reiterating it. We said that you can export a lot of food items, such as plantain chips, potato chips. You can export, ginger, garlic, turmeric. You can export them to United States. Okay. We also said that you can export, items like black pepper. You can export all these things. You also can export bitter cola, cola nut, wonderful cola, tiger nut. You can export them. Okay. We also say that you can export vegetables like otasi or kasi. Okay. Ugu, which is called pumpkin leaf. You can be exported. Saint leaf can be exported. Shower shop. The leaves of shower shop can be exported because it's provided like a tea. And like I said earlier on, you go on Amazon, you check it. 14 leaves is sold for $12. Okay, and you can export it. You cannot even export shower shop. What about the leaves? Gather the leaves, dry it, and it's also exportable. We also said that yes, you can export charcoal in terms of bamboo charcoal. Sawdust can be exported. We also said that things like coconut shell charcoal can be exported. Palm kernel shell charcoal can be exported. A lot of fruit can be exported. We call them dehydrated. You dehydrate those fruits. Like agbalumo, which is called African star cherry, can also be exported. And one is actually sold for $1, and it's Nigeria is sold about 50 naira. Okay, that's a difference for more than 200% return on investment. You actually can do all this. So various products, and we said that we pick to talk about America because a lot of product is selling in that particular country. So a lot of product can be exported. Okay. Now, apart from you now exporting your product, do you know also that you can export your services? Okay. You can export services. Now, there are skilled labor. There are unskilled labor. Now, what are all some of these services that you can export to America and people are actually waiting, to engage you?
Yes.
Quite a lot of them, but I'm going to just mention only few so that at least we see that yes, I have something that things can go on for me. Now, there are called number one under the ones that doesn't require more skill. They include construction workers. You actually can export those services. You also can be a warehouse worker. Okay, you can work in the warehouse. There's a skill required there's some level of skill required for that. You also need it. Now, what about housekeepers? Okay, they are also in large quantity limit. What are also truck drivers? Okay, can be exported. Mechanic can be exported. Hospitality, you are in the hospitality industry. That's your service. You can provide it. Home caregivers can also be engaged in the United States. Hairdressers, there are things that you can actually do. You can export those services abroad. Now, what are other things maybe that's unskilled services? There are other things. I'm going to come and explain, one by one how you can actually get into them. Now, what about skilled workers? Nursing. If you are a nurse, you can export your services to America. Now, another one you can export is also, you are marketing. You can market products. They give you a product, you can market it. Now, yes, that can also, you can export that services. Information technology, you are very good in high tech. It's a service. Okay, you can export that services. Engineering, okay, you are in the field of engineering, you can also export that particular services. Now, you're also into natural science, okay, you are very good in science. Such services also can be exported. You are a lawyer, okay, you are a lawyer, you are listening to me. People are owing you. When you do some brief for some people, it takes about almost 3 months, 6 months to be paid. Okay, perhaps maybe people don't value that particular services. Now, that services can be exported and you can make a lot of money. Dentists, okay, those who have, operate with the teeth of the people. Definitely, you have that particular skill. You can also export it. Physiotherapy also can be exported. Then, okay, you are kind of person who have a natural skill to manage resources or manage people. You also need it. So there are various types of things you can export. There's also, those are services you can provide, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Now, I don't know if I can start explaining them so that you can really appreciate that this thing is not as you think. Now, let me give you this example. For example, when you talk about the food service worker or foods, you can provide within the hospitality industry, you can provide food. What are those things that are open? Now, servers. You can be a server. You know, there is a skill. That you know how to serve people. Take your food. No, take it. Have it. That's a service you can provide them. Cook. Okay, if you're a cook, you can cook a dikai corn. You can cook esiewu. Okay, you can do ofo with it very beautifully done. Okay, all these things very beautifully.
So if you're a cook, there is a place for.
Oh, it's a service man. You can. There's a lot of job available for you over there. Just moving up and down. Dish. One thing is another thing. Dishwasher. Do you know how to wash dish?
Yes.
Some people
wash plates. Wash
plate. Some people when they wash plate, their mommy will be there. Fuga. You don't even know how to wash plates. There are dishwater. You wash a dish. And what about food prep worker? Now, before the people started providing food, there are people that will put the ingredient. This is tomato. This is this, and they just go and sit down. It's a service, so you also can be engaged. Now, when you talk about construction workers, okay, they include laborers. You can be a laborer, okay? It's a service because not everybody can carry something and say, I don't tire. No, there are people, the energy is in them, okay? You can provide. Carpenter, okay? There's a lot of job for them. Electrician, plumbers, okay? These are services you can provide that you can export, abroad. Now, what about even factory workers? Okay, there are people called machine operators. There are people called assembly line workers. They also can be engaged. Now, what about warehouse? Okay, you can be in a warehouse. What about forklift operators? The packers, okay, these are services also you can provide. Now, what about janitors? Okay, like maid. There are maids that are needed, okay, to take care of children, abroad, okay. These are services. Cleaners, not everybody is endowed to be a cleaner, okay, but you can clean and raise up fund to actually do some good businesses. Now, groundkeepers, okay, I see them abroad and they are very dignified. These are services you can provide and you make good money out of it. Now, let me also shock you with this. If you are a welder, do you know that you can collect as much as $12,000? And I mean $12,000 per month. Okay? Welder, you work, and this is a service that you can provide. What about, people like hairdressers? So you earn good money doing this. Now, let me also go to the next one, which is also a nursing job. A nurse, as a nurse in the United States, you are expected to have an average salary of $75,000 per year. I mean, per year. That's a lot of money. You make good money doing that. Now, you are into petroleum. I see a lot of people, they are very good in petroleum engineering with an approximate annual return per year. They earn as much as $119,060 in a year. Okay? What do? You manage the resources within the petroleum sector industry, okay, that you can work in the gas production. You also made to develop a template for that particular industry. Now, marketing, there are a lot of companies that market a lot of products in the United States. Now, if you are a very good marketer and you can provide that particular services, you can earn as much as $120,000 annually. That's in a year. Okay. Now, also, if you are into information technology, that is information system, the department ranked the best top highest job in the United States. Okay. And the good thing is that if you are within that particular, you also can add as much as $120,000 in a year. Now, also, you are in the field of engineering. Okay. You also can earn as much as $140,000. Okay. These are good money for those who actually have the skill. Now, as a lawyer, it will also amaze you that as a lawyer in the United States, in a year, if you're employed to provide that particular services, you cannot earn less than $130,000. To do this particular job, a lawyer can be, can work for a politician, can work for a consulting firm, okay, can work for a rich people, wealthy people. Once they know you have a good, service provider to provide, you can make this good money. The dentist, okay, to also surprise you. A lot of people, they eat chewing gum and all those sweet things abroad, and their teeth is being affected. If you're a very good dentist, okay, you can earn as much as $156,000 in a year. Physiotherapy also can get it. It's a very good, best paid job in the United States. Now, also, if I can manage people, resources, and apply to various types of businesses, you also can make good money. So these are various skills that one can actually export, in terms of services outside the country. Now, like I said earlier on, there are also some things that you need to put in place to be qualified to be part of this, okay? For example, if you're a truck driver, there are some things you need to do to put that thing in place. For example, there are over 200,000 truck drivers that are needed in the United States every year. But what are the things you need to do? There are steps you need to take in terms of getting your immigration through, so that you won't have issues. I think you need to start, because I know a lot of people will be saying, please open the line, let us hear, let us ask questions.
Oh, yes.
Wow, baby, those are people who knows.
They already know, they've been following.
Yeah.
So the number is 0700-903-9039. That is for WhatsApp. If you have a question, send it right away, or you can call on 0700-903-9039. So let's take the first question here. It says your presenter talked about exporting yourself. Can he help export my talent to Europe as a footballer? My name is Umumba Dennis from Isolo, Lagos.
Okay.
Oba.
Yes. Now, you can actually be, there are various methods of doing that. There are some scouting agency in Nigeria. One is owned by Peter Rufai. One is also owned by a soccer academic by Chief Shegun Odegbami. You see, wisdom is very important in anything you are doing. You need to engage. You need to apply to some of these schools. Get there. So scouts normally come from various countries like Arsenal, like Chelsea, like Barcelona. They normally come secretly to Nigeria, to some of these football agencies, academy, and you'll be going through a trial. Once they are satisfied with you, they are the one that will process everything you need to do. Process your passport, process everything, and you get out of the country to be playing for them. They have a call a junior academy, like in Chelsea. I'm not a football fan, I'm not a football person, but I do know that in Chelsea, they have, a junior Chelsea, okay, where they can build you up to become to the next, I think almost 3 stages, okay? So no matter the level of your age, there are opportunity for you. So basically, and let me also say this with all sense of humility, we don't process visa for people. We don't collect money to do anything. What we provide is information, because we believe that once you are informed, your life can transform. And I think that will be good enough for that question. So definitely you can, but basically there are scouts, that comes to Nigeria monthly basis, quarterly basis. There are places where you can go for trial. Once they are satisfied, they process everything for you and off you go. I quite know a lot of people in Ajegunle who are now in the United States of America, because they know the time the scouts will be coming, and they are key to those particular football tournaments they be doing on locally basis. And once that is done, be rest assured you are off.
Wow.
To the US.
Off to the US.
Yes.
That's the dream of many people.
Yes, a lot of people.
Now, to this message says, good morning to you, Mary. I like listening to your guest talk. He mentioned hairdressing. I'm into hairdressing.
Wow.
And I know how to do nails.
Wow.
So I do not have enough money to pay for my visa or those kind of things. So when he says he's going to tell us how to export our service, how can someone like me that don't have money but have the talent, the skills, find myself in US?
Thank you very much. You see, knowledge is power. Mary, there's what we call visa sponsorship. Once you are good and you meet up the criteria, the person who you are going to work with, this has nothing to do with trash. This is America, okay? But there are templates, okay, that you need to put in place. Once there's what you call, which perhaps next week I'm going to talk more on that. There's what you call visa sponsorship, okay? They are the company that will sponsor everything. These are true, these are genuine. A lot of people have gone through it, but they don't tell other people. So that is the only way to route the something. But when you talk about your skill, then let me also say this, that Mary, do you know that even as an unskilled labor, perhaps maybe artisan, yes, there are certification that you can do online, and the certificate is free. I'm going to talk about that next week. That you are a bricklayer, you are a carpenter, you can actually go online, do some courses, okay? They ask you what they just, the things you have done practically, they ask you, and you've passed, they give you a certificate. These are certificates you can use that will qualify you for these jobs abroad. And I want to tell you that if you're a kind of an hairdresser, or maybe you learn work, you don't collect certificates, better go back to the place they train you to go and collect certificates too. Some people, they say that once they are learning barbing, and the barbing is supposed to be 6 months. After 2 months, and bros now, they'll just leave the thing. You are doing yourself a lot of harm. Because I remember there's a time we were going to Uruguay, and a guy said he wants to do barbing. They need a lot of Nigeria barber in Brazil. The guy is doing very well today. But the guy actually got a certificate. That was what gives him an edge. So don't always be going, you're a fashion designer, you just say, I've learned the thing, after 6 months, I know how to sew and cut, is it not this and that, and you left. You're not doing yourself good. Because that certificate, no matter how, touche it may be, will qualify you for a job. So, madam, like I said earlier on, you can get that job. It's possible, but there are templates to get that done. Right? You can go through the route of what they call visa sponsorship. Okay, but you must meet up the demand. You must meet up the criteria, which perhaps I'm going to be stating them one by one based on the request of the people from next week.
Okay, fantastic. Now to more questions. In case you're just tuning in, we are talking about exporting services from Nigeria abroad. Is the discussion this morning, and also exporting products.
Yes, so I think we should lay more emphasis on that, because it's like people does it.
So if you have products too, how you could. So we've been having this conversation how to export products. So now today we'll say, okay, let's talk about how to export services.
Yes, if you are very good.
Yes. So let's take more questions. The number is 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. That's for the WhatsApp. If you want to call, because you just have to call, is 0700 903 9039. So that's it. Now to more questions here. This one says, good morning to you, Mary. My question is concerning exporting my product. I have the kind of palm oil that your guest talked about last week, that type that does not coagulate, that type of oil that does not have any odor. I have the secret of how to do it.
Wow.
And I have it in abundance.
Wow.
If you want large quantity, I could give you.
Wow.
But I need to know how to export this product real time from Mr. Maxwell Surulere.
Mr. Maxwell, you are very welcome. In fact, somebody is actually sending me, somebody is demanding for a refined palm oil for 1 container.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Whoa.
And the guy is telling me that, let me tell you, Mary, palm oil is very expensive now.
Abroad.
Both abroad and in Nigeria.
Nigeria, yes. It is, yes, even
yes.
here.
And, let me also say this, that a lot of people may not know. When you refine palm oil to 0 level, it turns to vegetable oil.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. So when they say they are needy, they are not fools. So it's all about technology.
They know how.
They know how. Yes.
Before you answer that question, let's take this.
Okay, the question. Okay.
Okay. We've missed the call.
Yes.
We missed it already. Okay.
Go
ahead.
So like I said earlier on, I think, like I said, he said he has it. Number one, we need to see this product. It's very important. Then so that we can actually it's just not by mouth or just you are telling us that you have it. Let's see the product. I think the best thing you can do is that when we have a product, we ask you to bring the sample so we can analyze it, and we'll be able to tell you that really this is what is actually needed. And I think that is that. But I think there's no problem with that. There's a product. Palm oil is actually also is an exportable product, and a lot of people actually need, because you see what a lot of people don't know, that when you refined palm oil, okay, you can use it in margarine production. Okay, you can use it in soap production. So there are quite a lot of. It's not that when you say that palm oil is exported abroad, it doesn't mean that they are using it to cook and they are eating it. There are a lot of things that can be used with palm oil. So when you said palm oil is needed, be rest assured it's needed, because there are various things that can be used for, and quite a lot of them. So, like I said earlier on, more information will be given, so that at least when you attend some of our training program, you come with the samples, then we can analyze it, then we can actually tell you this how to get this thing done, and you can move forward with it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Another question here says, good morning to you, presenter. My name is Mr. Chinedu. Okay, let's take this call before I read that message from Chinedu. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mary.
Good morning to you. What's your name and your location?
My name is Mr. Ike.
Okay, Mr. Ike, welcome. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Apapa.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
I want to thank your resource person. I think he's giving us a lot of sensitization on exports.
Okay.
I'm interested in that. But there's something I want to find out. For someone to export any product, does he need to travel with those products? And secondly, does the person need to have a warehouse abroad? You see, I want to get clarifications on this, please.
Okay.
Okay, to export, whether you need a warehouse.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to find out.
Okay. Now, number one,
he also said that you need a warehouse, and then if you have to travel,
okay,
with the product. Abroad,
okay.
Yes.
Now, you don't need to travel with your products, but if you wish, no problem. But you don't need to, okay? Because when you talk about traveling with your product, depending on the quantity you are going with, but when you are exporting, you travel either by cargo, which is by air, or by ship. Definitely you cannot be going with your product if it's by ship, because the ship will be spending about almost 3 weeks to 1 month on the sea. That may not be convenient for you. Okay, then when you're also exporting through cargo, it's also exporting through ship. The ship is meant to carry load, not to carry passenger. So number one, you need to understand that. But you can actually, if you want to travel with it, no problem, but you don't really need to travel with your product. That's number one. Number two, then the area of warehouse. Now, you don't need to have a warehouse, okay? Except you want to be selling like a wholesaler, like I saw some places in the United States. Some of these Japanese and Koreans and Vietnamese, what they do is that they have a warehouse. So when they bring their product, they put it there. People will come there and buy from them. Okay. But if that you want to do, it's also very good. But it's not compulsory you have a warehouse, because you are exporting to somebody. The person you are exporting, the company has a place where you're going to keep their goods. But if you have actually established your feet in the industry, you also can be having your own warehouse. So I think that's, but in the initial stage, you don't need a warehouse, because things are a bit expensive abroad. Okay, so you have to also factor that in so that you can make some good return on investment. So like I said, you don't need a warehouse to export a product to America. Then like I tell you that there's a lot of opportunity in the US. If you want to export, you can also get some cheap warehouse that you can actually put your product. But there's no, but at the beginning, like I said, you don't need a warehouse.
Okay, thank you. Now to the message from Chinedu here. Chinedu said, good morning, Mary. I'm listening to you now for the very first time, and I like what you're discussing. Yeah. I'm a barber, an experienced barber, and I make some money. Not so much. So when you talked about barbing, I was very much interested. How do I export myself abroad? I don't mind saving up for this. Please Talk to me. Thank you from Chinedu.
Now, Chinedu, basically a skill, like I keep on encouraging even our youth these days. If you are going to school, please make sure you have a skill, okay? You can play violins, you can play organ. All these things can fetch you quite a lot of money, okay? You can beat drums, okay? This gong, you can do it and make a lot of money. So like barbing is a skill, okay, that you can. But what can you do? Like I said earlier on, we have lists of the companies that actually need some of these services. Basically, for those who will be attending our training, we'll be giving them some of these clues, okay, in the course of the program. And the step-by-step things you need to do will also be highlighted. But like I said, you can get what you can go through. You can export yourself, okay, through your own funding. Very good, no problem. You also can actually get what they call a visa sponsorship, okay, by the company that's going to be engaging you. So these are the two methods you can apply, which I think is being obtainable. People are doing it. It's only that people don't talk about it to other people once they have succeeded in it.
Thank you for that. Yeah. The number is 0700 903 9039. That's the number to call or send a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 9039. Now back to more questions here. Lots of questions. Okay, this says, good morning to you, VOP family. Thank you for always talking about export. Anytime I hear about export, I'm gingered. I attended the last seminar and it was an eye-opener for me. Although I haven't started exporting, but I'm doing everything I can to get ready and to start. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin Oyefeso and VOP. Okay, thank you for that message. Another one here says, good morning to you. My question is this. I want to leave the country.
Don't leave the country.
I want to leave the country and I'm not skilled yet. I'm a businessman, but business is not moving, and that's the truth. I have saved enough money to leave this country, but I don't know how. I want a legit way to live. Okay. So help me, Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank from Surulere area. Thank you. Yeah.
Mr. Frank, don't leave this country. I want to encourage. Nigeria is a land of gold. But you see, things are not okay, but it's going to be better. Okay? But if actually you want to travel, there are also legitimate way. I've been to the US legitimately, and I'm very happy. And I know a lot of people who can do that legitimately. Various things you can do. You can migrate, to the US with your family. Okay, there's no problem with that. You even can be a citizen of America. There are a lot of things that are in place. So, but like I said earlier on, you need information to do things legitimately. So, I think with time, and maybe in one of our programs, we try as much as possible. Maybe when you attended some of our training program, we'll be putting you on how you can do it legitimately without problem. I've never, getting to United States, do you know I never went through any agents? I never went through anything. But what I have is information. Do you know how to write, a visa application? Okay, a lot of people don't know that. Okay, if you are going for business, there's a difference between a traveler's visa and a business visa. A lot of things. I think a lot of people what the people need is just information. Once they get it, I think sky will be the limit. But I want to encourage Mr. Frank. I don't know the business you are doing. I would have encouraged you and see how the business can move forward and see how some input, if there's some basic input you can put to make that business better. But like I said earlier on, it's your right to travel abroad. There's a legitimate way of traveling abroad, so there's no problem with that. So when we get to that particular bridge, we'll cross it over.
Okay, great. Now to another question here says, can pastor, prophet also be exported?
Now, very good.
Pastor?
Yes. Basically, you can, as a pastor. I think I saw some time ago, I'm always being lured to that because, I'm also engaged in some of these things to come and pastor a church in Switzerland, but I look at the fact that, number one, I've not preached to enough people in Nigeria, 200 million people. But actually there are provision. There are churches, established all over there that actually they need a pastor to actually, that you can actually pastor. Like in the United States, I move around the United States and I actually discovered that actually there are a lot of things that are in short. Everybody looks like they just need some people to get some things done. And I think so it's possible you can travel as a pastor, but I want to tell you that if you want to be a pastor, you're a pastor or a prophet, you need to have some level of okay, good, yeah. Okay. So basically, if you want to be, you're a pastor, you can travel, and you want to pastor a church abroad. There are you can be a missionaries. Yes. In fact, I have some churches that need missionaries in the United States. So if you can work as a missionary, if you get to United States, they can send you to other states, United States, to some countries, even outside United States, but you'll be based in United States, and they will send you out. So you're a pastor, you're a prophet, you also can, not only that, if you are a Muslim cleric, okay? There are some places also your services are needed based on you. But I want to say this, that for example, if you are a Christian, there are some you should be able to attend a theological school, okay? That will help you to be qualified. It's not that maybe one day just God that you are speaking in tongues and say, okay, I'm a prophet. That is not, you are not qualified. Okay, you need to get to a school. We need to see that you have attended a school. Okay, and even if it's not enough, you can actually attend another one over there. And even when you are there, you'll be going to school and they will be paying you. Okay, so there's a provision for you. So if you're a pastor, you're an evangelist, you can go into mission. Definitely, you have a lot of opportunity, and these are great opportunity that is also going to be highlighted.
Okay, great. Yeah. Before we announce the date for the next seminar coming up, because a lot of question of when are you having this seminar, we said we're going to have one in January, God willing. Let's take this last question, and then we talk about the seminar that's coming up this January. Today is 27th, so January is just a few days from now. So this message here says, good morning to you, Mary and VOP. Thank you so much for talking about export. I didn't come for the last seminar. I hope to come for the second one. So, but my question is this: you gave a website the last time you came here about how I can export my product. A website that I can go. That will give me information on exporting my product. I've forgotten it. I don't know if you could mention it again. This one is from Jessica from Ikmaja area. So that's the question. There was
okay, websites.
Yes. I think you gave some. There was a time you gave some websites where they are buyers.
Yes, I think that's what he was trying to talk about. But I think that's what I'm going to give out now as a bonus.
Okay.
Yes. About 25 websites where you can sign on and you'll be getting buyers on weekly basis. So that's going to be a bonus for those. Maybe after the date is being announced, and those who pay, we'll be giving them as a New Year bonus.
Okay. Wow.
25.
Wow, that's 25.
25.
25.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll be giving that. I
Yes.
think he's gonna. But can you just give one? Give one
Okay.
for this person that in case he has give one.
Okay.
So she'll be satisfied.
Okay. I think the one I will give is global online buyers.
Okay, global online buyer. So you heard it. Go check.
So it remains 24.
You can use it. They remain 24. So now to the seminar that is coming up in January. It's going to happen on the 21st. Yes, of January here at the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel. It's going to happen here on the 21st. From 9 a.m. we're going to start the conversation, the discussion on exporting of product and services.
Yes.
To 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. So talk more.
Yes,
more.
Anyway, basically, like I say, a lot of people have been calling us even after the last program. A lot of people. And due to popular demand, we'll be having this in January. That's on the 24th. 24th of January, 2023. And because we believe that if you want to start something, you need to start, in January. Okay, so that you can have a template to run through the year, something engaging, something very good. So because we've talked about the issue to plan. So one of the things you need to plan is to plan to be attending programs where that can open the door for you to go to get to greater height in life. So we'll be having that program, and the essence of this program is to actually give a lot of information that could bring about transformation, and that will be coming up on the 21st of January. The venue is Golden Tunis Hotel, very, very beautiful hotel. So you need to be around. And normally, like I said, for those who attended the last program, they keep on asking me, sir, don't increase the price. Don't increase the price. So in Nigeria, it's this and that. And to be very candid with you, we had a seminar in December, and it's 55,000. It's amazing. Yeah. Somebody came from Port Harcourt, somebody came from Delta, somebody came from Enugu, from Abuja, and somebody came from Sierra Leone.
Yeah,
so
I have the info.
Yes, so it is great. So, but here in Tunis Hotel, I mean in a VOP
is organizing.
It's organizing this.
Subsidized.
Is a subsidized, and so now due to this pressure, there's a lot of pressure. Please don't ever move this thing out. Normally, so instead of the 20,000 naira that we're supposed to charge in our normal program, so we still said for those, and I will be doing this, okay, as a kind of a Christmas has gone. So Boxing Day is yesterday.
It's a New Year special.
Okay, the New Year. Okay, New Year. So for those who are able to, do the payment between now and the end of the year, it's just few days, because I don't want you to spend all the money to go and eat ram and chicken and everything
and come back and start from square one.
From square one, okay? So basically, put that money as you are using to buy all those things. Spend the money also for knowledge base. Also, it will pay itself. So for those who can send their name and phone number, exports, I'm interested,
so
and to the number they are going to call now,
yeah.
Okay? And once you do that, and you pay between now and Friday. Today is Tuesday. Between now and Friday, you'll be made to pay only 10,000 naira, which is to me is abnormal. That's I might be sincere, but
some people got in touch with you outside VOP.
VOP, yes.
They wanted to come for your training,
yes.
and it was 50.
It was 55. No story. In fact, yes. In fact, somebody who came for the VOP session still came and said, "Wow."
That's it. So take advantage of it.
So take advantage of the the bonus we are giving out. 10,000 naira instead of 55,000.
So the number.
So the number you can help us to call the number for them to send their name and phone number. Then, like I said earlier on, I'll also be giving a New Year bonus for those who pay between now and Friday. So if you're able to pay between now and Friday, I'll be giving you 25 sites to get buyers. So the issue of I need buyer for product is all over once you get all this information. So please help us call the number, man.
Okay, the number is 0802 249 3182. 0802
okay
249 3182.
Please, you need to call it gently.
Okay,
and,
this is not gentle enough. Okay.
Maybe step by step.
Okay.
080.
Okay. 080 22 49 31 82.
So that's the number. So send your name and phone number. Exports, I will attend. Exports, I will attend. Then once you send, they will send you an account number. You make payment. Then you'll be entitled to get those New Year bonus we talked about. That is 25 place of getting foreign buyers without stress. So I think that will be good. So any other questions before?
Okay, thank you. But okay, let's see if we could take one more question because our time is already. You have barely 2 minutes to go.
Okay.
Okay, this one says, good morning to you, Mary. I like the export discussion this morning. Now, concerning exporting my services abroad, I'm a welder.
Welder, good.
And I'm good at what I do. Please, I would like, and I think I have enough money to go abroad too. What should I do to make sure that I'm able to go abroad and get a job there? I don't want to go there and start from square one. Please help me.
Now,
from Mr. Maxwell.
Now, Mr. Maxwell, you don't have the problem is that there is no problem, Mr. Maxwell, because the job of a welder is in high demand. In fact, anything artisan is highly paid for. That's the truth abroad. Mechanic, welder, bricklayer, carpenter, barbers, all those services are very much, in high demand. Okay, so there's no problem. Like I said earlier on, since we've now have a seminar, what I would advise that quickly go and make payment for this training, so that those during this training session will be spending not less than about 6 to 8 hours explaining one by one, things you need to do. But remember, like I keep on saying and I keep on repeating it, please, we don't collect money to take anybody abroad. Okay. Please note, we don't also, take money from people to do visa. It is not, we are not embassy. But like I said earlier on, I've been to the United States several times and I don't have issues. And I think as a member of the U.S. African Trade Council in Atlanta, Georgia, and as a member of Nigerian American Chamber of Commerce and American Chamber of Nigerian American Chamber of Commerce, I think I have a lot of information that I can give to you that can be of help to you. So like I said earlier on, we are having a training program that will put you through a seminar on export, on how you can export products. Like I said, it's not only yourself. I discovered today, everybody is pushing themselves to.
Hold on, we have more questions. The time is already up. But see, this person is saying, Mary, good morning. Please, I attended the last seminar.
Beautiful.
But we are not told where to get buyers. Can we be updated? Because there are a lot of things he's saying now that we were not taught then. Okay, let me tell you.
This is 0.2.
See, even on the program, if you're an ardent listener, there was a time we gave out those websites where you can get buyers.
Buyers.
He gave out the information for free.
For free, yes, I do that.
And then, no, knowledge is new. There are new things. So,
keep on upgrading.
So this is what? Batch 2.
This is 01. This is 02.
Okay, so you could come from the
0.2
and get more information.
Yes,
so.
you'll be blown away. Then apart from that also, like I said earlier on, there are about 6,900 products you can export to America. Okay, so we'll be giving you a lot of those information at this training program. So once again, the training is coming up on the 21st of January, and the seminar fee, instead of our usual fee of 55,000, if you can send your name and phone number, an account number is sent to you and you pay today, okay, you'll be paying only just 10,000 naira. This is the only program that I do for 10,000. I don't normally do it, but because I felt that, okay, the only thing you can do to give back to the society is information that can bring transformation. So quickly help us with the number again, so that people can start sending their name and phone. And if you send your name and phone number and you pay the 10,000 naira today, okay, I will be giving you 25 places where you can get foreign buyers for any of Nigerian products abroad. So let's us have the number so that people can start sending their details to us.
Okay, 080
224
931 82.
Yes. So that is the number. Once you send it, they will be sending you all the information. Like I said, we are giving out a New Year bonus, and the bonus is 25 places where you can get foreign buyers for any commodity you can export out of Nigeria. But that thing is only for those who pay. Please, because some people, they just...
You know what we'll do? When they pay, we'll just send it to them. The last one we did, we had to wait for after the seminar. We won't do that. Once you pay...
but we don't want them to go and be duplicating the thing.
But let's just, so that they will know this is credible.
Okay, let's see that. So I think that will be... So in the seminar, we don't give that. It's only those who make the payment will do that too.
Okay, I think we've come to the end of the program. Our time here is up, so we have to go. Can't take more questions. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin.
It's a pleasure.
It's
a pleasure.
He's an agribusiness expert, publisher, business growth strategist, SME and export consultant, the founder of Success Edge for Entrepreneurship Development, SEED, president of Success Edge Exporters Network. He is a board member of the U.S. Trade Council, Atlanta, Georgia, USA's the immediate past vice chairman of Export Group, Lagos Chambers of Commerce, and also a member of other organizations in Nigeria and abroad. Thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure.
We'll have you again here next week.
By the grace of God.
Yes, by the grace of God.
So happy New Year in advance.
So I will see you in the new year.
In the year, by the grace of God.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
You so much. Yeah. So thank you so much for being part of the program, wherever you are listening to us from. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. So We'll talk about this again, export discussion next week, Tuesday. So you could keep a date with us. God willing, same time from 9:30 to 10:30. And tomorrow is another time for us to talk business. Peter Anosike will be here again tomorrow to discuss other issues, other insightful conversation on business. My name is Mary Onaife Debbie. Thank you so much for being part of the program, being part of the morning ride from 5 a.m. till now. So, thank you. Coming up next is Issues in the News. Have a fantastic day. Merry Christmas to you. And keep listening to the Voice of the People 90.3